This past decade, this lively country that attracts tourists and is home to more than 100 million people has also been a hotspot for drugs and violence. In turn, it not only increased the cost of money that Mexico owes, but it decreased the amount of lives lost in this process. These past few years, homicide numbers have only been increasing, and they are unfortunately directly related to drug violence. Studies have shown that after 3 years of declining homicides in Mexico, the trend reversed in 2015. More than 17,000 killings were recorded in 2015. Even though Mexico has a very big drug problem, it does not have as many homicides as other countries. The United States, having its top-notch military, of course, decided to step in and assist. The two countries decided to join forces, and with Mexican intelligence and U.S. security services, numerous high-profile arrests and drug busts arose. Mexico first took action on this crisis in 2006 under newly elected President Felipe Calderon. He initially declared war, sending 20,000 troops across the country. He sent these troops because people from local communities not involved were terrified, and they were tired of all the gun battles and deaths happening around them regarding smuggling and the constant need to acquire these deadly substances. With the U.S. becoming involved, a majority of the most wanted list has been checked off, either sending the drug lords to jail or deporting them to the United States to be sentenced to death. Successor to Felipe Calderon, president who initially started this drug war, also knocked out around 122 more of the most wanted. Enrique Peña Nieto was his name, and his biggest victory was a recapture of Joaquin Guzman, or otherwise referred to as El Chapo, drug lord of the Sinaloa cartel. It is said that Richard Nixon, having enforcing the Drug Enforcement Administration, set this example to declare an all-out global war on the drug menace. Few states in the U.S. have legalized the use of marijuana, which in turn reduced smuggling across the border by about 40%. This quickly had cartels turning to alternatives by shipping heroin, coke, and meth back across the border because they get money out of this. A heroin epidemic rose quickly in the Northeast, and it's largely credited to El Chapo's Sinaloa cartel because the heroin is way cheaper due to the fact that marijuana is now legalized. This war has lasting negative impacts on the United States, but Congress of the U.S. appropriated $2.4 billion to fight the cartels. This is directly in relationship with the Merida Initiative between the U.S. and Mexican government, which is an organization to fight organized crime and associated violence. The ongoing war, however, is failing, and the initiative is not succeeding in disrupting these criminal groups. The war became reality when Calderon took office, and since then, two governments have been trying to heal their nations.